Good morning, class. This is your English teacher, Sir Sanjay. I welcome you all to yet another session of online classes. Today, I'll take up one of the lessons from English grammar, lesson 7 tenses to be precise. If you remember, I also have given you a file explaining you in detail the lesson and few practice exercises as well. Okay. But since exam is nearing, I thought it's quintessential for us to discuss this lesson of tense. Now, some of you may wonder why I've chosen this lesson, barring others, because this is one very important lesson, and the idea of this is going to help you with a lot of other things, as you keep learning more lessons of grammar. And this is one very important part of grammar as well. Okay, so without any further delay, let's begin the lesson called tense. So before we actually begin, I'll give you a basic idea of what tense is. I'm sure most of you are well aware of what tense is. Tense basically is idea of time. Clear? Whenever we talk about tense, by tense, see, simply speaking, tense will give you a sense of time. And in the chapter called tense, we will basically study about 3 different time frames. One of them will be present. Okay, what is present? If I mention the word present, what comes into your head? Whatever is going on now, or things that are occurring or happening at this point of time, are being referred to as present. Clear? Then the other time frame that we are going to discuss in the lesson called tense is past. So what is past? Whatever has gone by or happened already. Clear? Whatever has gone by or happened already qualifies as past. Okay, something that is done, something that is complete or completed qualifies as past. Okay, then comes the third one. Any idea? Of course you will have idea, we cannot interact here because this is okay. Future. Alright, so what does future means? Something that is likely or will happen for sure in the times to come. Okay, maybe tomorrow, day after tomorrow, after a year, 2, or whatsoever be the given date. Okay, future means something that will happen, that is likely to happen. Okay, that will happen for sure. Alright, for example, I will go to New Delhi next month is an example of future. Past, I played cricket yesterday with my friends. I played cricket yesterday with my friend is an example of past. Okay, played. I will go to Delhi next month. Future, will go. Okay. The boys play, present. So they are engaged. They either are engaged in a simple activity or playing a game or something. Okay. So basically, you should understand there are 3 time frames in tense that we are going to discuss in detail. Since you are in 6th standard, there will be not too much of detail, but you should just have this in mind. Tense is equal to 3 time frame. They are present, then past, and finally what do we have? Future. Alright, so now let's begin the lesson. Okay, 7th lesson of English text called tense. Okay, so here is a get cracking session. So what is this all about? Let's find out. Okay, just give me a moment. Yeah, so let's see what this get cracking session is all about. Alright, see, what does it say? There is a picture of a boy and a girl. They seem to be in conversation, right? She says, this is my daily routine. Okay, so what is it? Let's take a look. I generally wake up at 7 a.m. Okay, some habits are being laid out here. I generally wake up at 7 a.m. Then I take a shower and eat my breakfast. Taking shower basically means taking bath. I take 2 slices of brown bread, 1 glass of milk, and 1 tablespoon of peanuts. You know peanut, right? Categorizes as dry fruit. It keeps me healthy, active, and smart. Okay, so morning activity of a person is being described here. So you have to write the above passage in past tense. Very simple. You have to write this in past tense, and they already help you by beginning it. So how are you going to write? Yeah. Yesterday I woke up at, what will it be? I woke up at, of course, 7. I'll just give me a second. I'll just make some adjustment with the thickness of the pencil. Yeah, we were here yesterday. I woke up at 7 a.m. Right? This is how it will go. Then after that, what do we have? Then I take a shower and eat my breakfast. So how are we going to write it? It will be, then I, see, I'll write with red one. Then I, what will it be? Took a shower. I suggest you to open your book alongside to help yourself. Okay. Then I took a shower and ate my breakfast. Alright. And then what do we have? Let's take a look at the question. Simply expressing them in past tense. Okay. I take will change to I took a shower and I took 2 slices of brown bread, 1 glass of milk, and 1 tablespoon of peanuts. What is it? It keeps me healthy, active, and smart. What will it be? Yeah? It keeps me healthy, active, and smart. Now, this sentence is strict sentence, you can see. So, how are you going to write it? Yeah, simple. It kept me healthy, active, and smart. Okay, so this is one warm-up session. You can keep it as it is also, because it may refer to those future frame of things also. Okay, so you have to complete this on your own. Now let us see what is tense. Let us try and define tense by book. Okay, so tense is a grammatical reference to time in a sentence. I was mentioning this one word again and again, right? So when someone talks about tense, it's all about time. Tense is equal to time. 3 time frames is what we are going to discuss: present, past, and future. Okay, so you got to keep that in mind. You also look at the pictures and note what these children say. There are 3 children. Let's find out what they are saying. Okay, I watched the latest episode last night. Okay, so he's talking about something that has already happened. He watched latest episode of something last night. Okay, it could be a program or whatsoever, we do not know. Then what is she saying? She's saying, I'm watching the repeat now. She's saying that she's watching a repeat telecast of the same show that this boy over here watched last night. Okay, and she is watching it now. She is watching it when? Now. Right? Then there is this third boy who says, I'll watch it later. What does he say? He says, I will watch it later. He will watch. When? Later. Right? So these 3 words very much, express or try to hint at what we are going to study. This is past, something that has already happened. This is present, she is watching. And this, of course, is future. He will watch later. Alright. So this was a hinted attempt at trying to show you what you are going to study further. Okay. So let's see. We use the past tense to talk about things that have happened. We use the present tense to talk about things that are happening now. Clear? Things that are happening now are basically expressed with present tense. Things that have already happened, okay, things that have happened is expressed with the help of past tense. Okay, moving on. We use the future tense to talk about things that will happen. So the question is, when do you use the future tense? You use the future tense to talk about things that will happen. Okay, remember, verb form change according to tenses. How do verb form change? They change according to tenses. Okay, so I am sure most of you are well acquainted with what verb is. What is a verb? A verb basically is a word that expresses an action, isn't it? So moving on. To show what time we are referring to, each of the above form is further split into 4 different forms. Clear? Each form of the verb is further divided into 4 different forms. They are simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous form. Okay, keep this in mind. For simplification and better understanding, each form of the tense is divided into 4 different forms again. So what are they? What are they? Yes, they are simple, continuous, just a sec, yeah, continuous, perfect, perfect continuous form. For example, if it is present tense, we'll call it simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous. If it is past, simple past, past continuous, past perfect, past perfect, past perfect continuous, and so on. Clear? There will be specific formula like subject verb object, subject verb plus ing, subject plus ing form the verb so and so. Clear? I recommend or I suggest you to learn those formula by heart, to keep them very well in mind, so that you have no problem whatsoever in dealing with them. Okay, we have read about simple present, present continuous, present perfect tense in detail in 5th standard, if you remember. So now let us study about present perfect continuous tense. What tense? Present perfect continuous tense. Okay, so if you haven't studied them and if you think you have any kind of doubt, just go back to your old book. Okay, simple, and I'll provide you a note as well. That note is going to be slightly different from the text note. Okay, it will be abridged and a lot of formula will be added. Clear? You have to go through. Okay, so now let's just learn what present perfect continuous tense is about. Okay, the present perfect continuous shows that an action began in the past and is still going on. Something that began in the past and is still going on. Okay, we often use this tense with how long, since, and for. Remember 3 important words with which we use this tense. They are how long, since, and for. Okay, note they use in the sentences given below. Let us try to see what are the sentences given below. How long have you been doing the homework? So a question is being asked, how long have you been doing the homework? So someone is doing homework and somebody comes in and asks her, for how long have you been doing the homework? This shows that the homework actually began somewhere in the past, brief past, not like 1-2 days before. Clear? And then it's still going on. Clear? Then second sentence, I've been doing homework since 8:15 am. Then comes the reply, I've been doing the homework since 8:15 p.m. Okay. Then the third one is, he has been working in the office for 6 long years. Alright. So this is how. So it's simple. Go through them, learn once again. And there is one important note. Let's see what note is this. Okay. See, we can use either the present perfect or present perfect continuous with verbs like, so important verb with which present perfect or present perfect continuous could be used. They are leave, stay, lie, walk, and so on. Some examples I've given. See, they have lived in Delhi since 2001. They have been living in Delhi since 2001. Okay, it's a simple thing. This is some sort of exception. Okay, so you are asked to study the table and note how sentences are formed in present perfect continuous tense. We'll not read all the sentence, we'll just try to see some of them. Okay, see. These are statements and these are questions. Okay. Yeah, these are statements and these are questions. Okay. See, I have been walking. We have not been walking. You have not been walking, so on. Then question. Have I been walking? Have we been walking? Have you been walking? And so on. Okay. Then he has been working. She has not been working. Has he been working? Has she been working? And so on. See, two different fragments. One is simple sentences or statements. The other one is question, where you ask something. Okay. So now common errors. Grammar is one very delicate part of English where you tend to make mistake out of no way. So these are some common error or mistakes that occur. Clear? Know that the verbs be and no cannot have continuous form. Be verb and no can never have continuous form. Clear? Like, I have been knowing him for 5 years. This is absolutely wrong. If you make or use these sentences, you'll be considered as a fool. Okay. Moving on. The corrected sentence will be, I have known him for 5 years. So what did we see? We see that knowing does not exist as far as continuous form is concerned, whereas known exists. Clear? So this is what. Now let's move below. What do we have? Let's find out. The present perfect continuous can also be used for an action finished a short time ago. Clear? Something that is finished just a while ago, be it a minute, few seconds, something like that. Clear? The result of the action happen in the present. So let us read the sentences given below for lucidity or clarity of the idea. Like, why are your clothes dirty? Imagine you came out of you were playing football game and then your clothes got dirty and you immediately hurried to your home. Your mother would be asking you, why are your clothes dirty? So the action took place just moments ago, right? So this is a preset, like, why are your clothes dirty? I've been cleaning the storeroom. Okay. I'm very tired. I've been playing basketball. My eyes are watering because I have been cutting onions. Alright, so these are all examples of present perfect continuous tense. They are used for an action finished a short time ago. Okay. Alright. So here is an exercise. Class, go through this readings once again. They may seem very simple, but you know, if ideas are missing out of your head or if they get brushed too simply, you'll have a problem. Don't get brain faded. Okay. So let's see. A. You are asked to use the present perfect continuous form of the verb given in the box to complete the sentences below. It's very simple. See, here is a box and it contains words like rain, walk, talk, watch, use, wait, isn't it? And few pictures are also given, right? Not few pictures, almost everywhere there are pictures. See, by looking at the picture you can make out what is going on or what's happening, right? So what do you think is happening in the first picture? What can I say? I can say they have been watching, right? There must be a word watch in the box. Yeah, so we use this. See, this is the word and the form is present perfect continuous tense. So it's subject plus have or has been plus ing form the verb. Okay, so it will be like this. The form is subject plus has or have plus ing form of the verb. Okay, subject plus has or have been. I missed out been. Just give me a second. Yeah, subject plus has or have been plus ing form of the verb. Okay, so we'll try to use the same formula here. See, the verb is watch, so they have been watching. We use the same formula, right? They have been watching because it's plural. Okay, the subject is plural. They have been watching cricket match all evening. Then to what will it be? He, what is he doing? He seems to be watering. Is there a word called water? No, there is a word called walk. We'll use this walk. See, water can also be used as verb, like watering. Okay, but here there is no such word. So what will we say? We'll say he has been walking. What will we say? He has been walking. The rest is very simple, class. Why don't you try them on your own? Yeah, can you? Yeah, try them. I'll do the last one. She, what will it be? She, what is she doing? She, I can say, has been. They must be used in the blank box. Let's find out. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Use, right? We'll say she has been using. What will we say? She has been using. Alright. So that is how it works. Okay. Go through, complete them. The picture provides more than a good hint for you to complete them. Okay. So here is a footnote. We can never use a present continuous tense in place of present perfect continuous tense. Okay, you should never do that. You can never use a present continuous tense in place of present perfect continuous tense. That cannot happen. Okay, like I am living here for 4 years. Absolutely wrong. Okay, I have been living here for 4 years. That is correct. I have been is very important. Present perfect continuous. Clear? So the important word is I have been living. I am learning German for 5 years. Wrong. I have been learning German for 5 years is correct. Okay. Then the third one. I am waiting for you since 4 o'clock. Wrong. I have been waiting for you since 4 o'clock is correct. Have been waiting. That is how it goes. So the footnote is you can never use a present continuous tense in place of present perfect continuous tense. Okay. I think we are clear. Right. Now moving on to past continuous tense. What is past continuous tense? Let's see. See, we have read about simple past in our previous classes. We'll learn about past continuous. Simple past is very simple. Okay, so let's see what past continuous and past perfect continuous is all about. Okay, let's see. See, the past continuous tense is used for an action that was still going on for a certain time in the past. That was still going on for a certain time in the past. So by reading example, things will be clearer. See, we were watching television when he came in. So somebody came in. While he came in, they were watching television. Past. Okay. The boy fell while he was running. The boy was running, so he fell. Okay. I was having a bath when the phone rang. Okay. In the above sentences, the past continuous is often used in combination with simple past. Right? It is used in combination with simple past. Like the boy fell is simple past. Okay. So it shows that an action was continuing at a time when a shorter action happened. Okay, see, the boy fell while he was running. The boy fell down, additional action while he was running, mean action. Okay, so this is what. So simple past is used for other action in this sentences that we have studied. Okay, so let us study the table and note the use of past continuous tense in the statements and negative sentences. Statement: I was walking. Question will be was he walking? Negative will be I was not walking. We were walking. Where, let's say you were walking. Were you walking? You were not walking. Okay, and so on. Clear? So here comes exercise. You asked to complete the sentences with simple past or past continuous form. Very simple past or past continuous form, or the verb in brackets. You have to use both simple past and past continuous in each of the sentence. Both forms are to be used. Okay, so what are we going to do? Let's see. Very simple. The word in bracket provides good enough hint. So what will it be? Meena burnt her fingers. Simple past. Burn will be burned. B-U-R-N-T. Meena burnt her fingers while she. Very simple. Come on. While she. What do you think would be the answer? While she. Let me drag this here. Was cooking. Isn't it? The next. Let's take a look at this picture. What is this kid doing? What do you think is he doing? What will be the first one? It dash rain when I get up this morning. So what will it be? Of course it will be it has been raining. It has been raining. Then I get up this morning. Got. I got up this morning. Okay, so this is one. Very simple. Should I do the rest? I don't think I should be doing the rest. It's very simple. Let me help you with the last one. Your boy looks sad. So let's see. Gopi, what will it be? He is watching. He does not look sad. This indicates that he is sleeping, right? So Gopi, what will it be? Gopi fell asleep while he, very simple, was watching television, right? What is the other one? Let me zoom it up. Let's take a look. Okay, yeah, what is it? Just find out. The children, what will it be? The children were fighting when I. Just give me a moment. Yeah, the children were fighting when I. What will it be? Come will change to simple past. Came. Right, the children were fighting. And this is very simple, class. Do them on your own. Moving on. Past perfect. Let's complete them, right? If you find the video too lengthy, so let us discuss what past perfect is now. Clear? So here we are. Yeah, past perfect is where we are. See, past perfect is used for an action completed before a certain point in the past. Okay, an action completed before a certain point in the past. Something that has been completed before a certain point of time in the past. Okay, that is bygone. Clear? So it's very simply explained. Clear? An action that has been completed in the brief past is what refers to as past perfect. Okay, so some referral examples are also listed. Let's try to read them and understand it better. Okay, see, by 8 o'clock I had done my homework. It was 10 o'clock, all the shops had closed. Alright, see, what is it? By 8 o'clock I had done my homework. It was 10 o'clock, all the shops had closed. Isn't it? That's how it goes. So see, by 8 o'clock I had done my homework. So he started doing his homework, and by 8 o'clock he was perfectly done with all his homework, means he had completed everything. Okay. Then the second one says it was 10 o'clock, all the shops had closed. Okay. So it refers to a point of time when the shops had already closed. Clear? So the examples are perfectly in tandem with the what? The usage and its condition. It is used for an action completed before a certain point in the past, right? So what action? Homework was completed by 8 o'clock, certain point in the past, right? Then shops had already closed, it was 10 o'clock. Okay, remember, the form also is important here. So what do I mean by form? The form is the same. Okay, it is had plus past participle, of course third form. Okay, it goes like this: I had sung, sing, sang, sung. Clear? Present, past, past participle. A verb has three forms. I'm sure most of you are well aware. Any verb has three forms, right? They are present, past, and past participle. See, verb is different, time is different. When we talk about time, the three forms are present, past, future. When we talk about verb, the three forms are present, past, past participle, or third form of the verb. Okay, in order to avoid confusion, now for now just keep this thing in your head that verb has three form and time has three form. Time's three forms are present, past, and future, whereas verb has three form: first form, second form, third form. They are named as present, past, and past participle, not future. Clear? Do not get confused between this. Alright, so in this case the form is same, and the form goes as had plus past participle with all subject. Oh, here is a brief table given and we are asked to study. It goes like: I had sung. Had you sung? Negative sentence will be I had not sung or I hadn't sung. Contracted form, right? Contractions are what in use here. She had sung. Had she sung? Question, ask, interrogative, isn't it? Then she had not sung, and so on. I don't think we need to study each and every one. It's very simple. Okay. So see, we often use this tense for an action which happened earlier than another action. So for example, take reference of two action. One action would certainly have happened before another one begin. This is the point of reference for what we are talking about. Okay, so it's simple. Clear? We often use this tense for an action which happened earlier than another action. The simple past is used for later action. You have to remember, simple past is used for later actions, actions that are supposed to be completed that way, completed later. Okay, so see examples: they went home when they had finished their work. Okay, so first they finished their work and then they went home. So the later action that took place is they went home, but before going home they completed their homework. Okay, so this is the action which prompted them to take the later action, and the later action in this case is their departure to home. Okay, then as we move on to another exercise, see, not exercise, another example. When we reached the station, the train had left. See, we couldn't catch the train is what they want to tell, right? When they reached the train, when they reached the station, the train had left. Am I right? Then I gave the book to Raj after I had read it. So the book was returned to Raj only after the subject I had completed reading the same, right? So before the later action or secondary action, the primary action of reading the book was completed by the subject I, and then the same was returned to Raj, isn't it? I don't think we need a breakup for this sentences. These are very simple, right? Then I'll take up one more. He was having lunch when I arrived. He was in the middle of lunch when I arrived. Okay, someone was having lunch, then you arrive, consider. So he was in the middle of lunch, he was having the same. Okay, so I'm not discussing the rest class. It's very simple. If you keep discussing each and everything, the video is going to be too lengthy. Okay, so now let's see section C. There is a brief exercise, I guess, so I'll just help you deal with it. Not all of you. Okay, so how does it go? You ask to match the two columns to form a complete sentence. It's very easy. Should I help you? See, when I had my dinner, what is the answer going to be? Of course, when I had my dinner, the most appropriate answer is this one. I went to bed. Okay. Next, when we reached the cinema, what is it going to be? When I go to bed, no. Then what? What is it going to be? When we reached the cinema, the film had started. Okay. Should I show you the others or will you be able to do them on your own? It's not that difficult. Okay, for your understanding, I can show you one more if you wish. Okay. 6. They had eaten everything. What is the answer going to be? They had eaten everything. Very simple. When I arrived at the party. Okay. Let's do one more. Let's take 4. The sun had risen. What is the answer going to be? The sun had risen. So I recommend you to open your book alongside and do it even before I do. The sun had risen when I got up. Okay, let me complete this. The sun had risen when I got up. Okay, so that is how you go. Alright, complete the rest on your own. It's very simple exercise. Now let us take a quick look at exercise D as well. It says Mrs. Chopra did these things yesterday morning. Okay, so a few activities are listed. The morning activity is basically done by Mrs. Chopra. Mrs. Chopra, of course, is a lady, right? She did these things in the morning. At 7:30, she read the newspaper. At 8, she had her breakfast. At 8:15, she talked to her friends. By 8:45, she fed the dog. By 9:30, she watered the garden, watering the plants, of course. By 10, she watched the television. At 10:30, she wrote letters. And at 11, she went out. Whatever the work must be. So, it is a split up of the activity she took up as per the time given here, right? 7:30 reading newspaper, 8:30 breakfast, 8:15 talking to friend, 45 feeding the dog, 9:30 watering the garden, 10 watching television, 10:30 writing letter, 11 going out. So certain activities are done against the time listed, right? So you ask to begin with when and combine the sentences using the past action. One has been done for you. See, when she read the newspaper, she had her breakfast. So between 7:30 and 8, the actions are clubbed. See, when she read the newspaper, she had her breakfast. So in similar manner, we ask to club two actions and then write them together. How can we do this? How can we do this? Very simple. How about clubbing this two? Talking to friend and then feeding the dog. How can I do this? It's very simple. Should I think you have already started trying. Let me write the answer here. Okay. The first sentence is talking to dog. The second one is feeding the dog. Right? Talking to friend. Sorry. Talking to friend is the first sentence, and the second one is feeding the dog. So how are we going to club this two? Of course, it's going to be like when. Let me try this. Okay. Yeah. When she then had talked to her friends. When she had talked to her friends, then clubbing it up with the other one, the second sentence is she fed the dog, right? When she had talked to her friends, what is it going to be? I can say she fed the dog. Okay, So use the space appropriately to write them neatly. Alright, so this is it. When she had talked to her friend, she fed the dog. Okay, you want me to help you with others or will you be able? I think it's very simple. By taking cue from what I've done, you have to do the rest. So let me take up one more action between 10, 30 and 11 so that you can try the other on your own. She wrote letters, she went out. So how can we club this two? She wrote letters actually. So let me try this also for you. It will be like so she wrote letters, she went out, isn't it? Let's read the sentences once again. Yeah, she wrote letters and she went out. So how are we going to club them? How is it going to be? Very simple. How? It will be when she had, let me try, clear? Yeah, just a second. Yeah, so yeah, when she had written letters, when she had written letters, comma is not very necessary here. When she had written letter, then what is it going to be? She went out. Okay, so how is it? When she had written letters, she went out is what it is. Okay, and it's very simple, I guess, and you already have an idea of how you're going to do. So do the rest on your own. So moving on to the next subtopic, it is the future. Okay, will, would, not would, will and all. Okay, let's see. See, there are several ways of talking about the future. We use the present continuous. We use the present continuous form of verb for things that we have already arranged to do in the future. Clear? See, there are several ways of talking about future. We use the present continuous form of the verb for things that we have already arranged to do in the future. Okay, so some examples are mentioned here. Let's try and read them. Example: I'm meeting a friend at 5 this afternoon. Okay, I'm meeting a friend at 5 this afternoon. See, technically it is present continuous tense. I am meeting. But then this refers to an action that will happen in future. Right, like I have arranged to meet him at 5. We are going to Delhi tomorrow. Okay, we are going. Are going basically is present continuous. Are going, isn't it? Is MR plus ing from the verb. And what are you doing this summer? Is MR plus ing from the verb. So in this manner, see, the present continuous tense is also used to express future. Okay, we use the simple present for official programs and timetable. Okay, simple present is used for official programs and timetable, though simple present may also in such cases refers to refer to action that will probably happen in future, like the school closes on 23rd October on account of so and so. Okay, so this was one example. More examples are here. See, we use the simple present for official programs and timetable, like see, the next term begins on 12 October. The next term begins on 12 October. The train leaves at 10:30 a.m. Okay, alright. You see, we use the present continuous, not the simple present, for personal arrangement and appointments. Appointments, you know, right? When you are trying to get a timeline to meet with someone, of course, arranging a meeting with an important person. Clear? So we use the present continuous, not the simple present, for personal arrangements and appointment. Examples are given. Okay, we'll run through them quickly. Look at them very carefully. Clear? See example: I'm seeing the dentist tomorrow. What is the first one? I'm seeing the dentist tomorrow, not I see the dentist tomorrow. If you see I see the dentist tomorrow, it's a horrible mistake in English. Clear? this is not allowed, while this is considered cool. Okay, moving on. We use will to talk about the things which we cannot control. Remember, you use will to talk about things which you cannot control. Okay, examples: I will be 10 next Sunday. Okay, it will be Christmas in a fortnight. Fortnight, probably 15 days and all. Clear? So, will is something that is likely to happen. Okay, something you cannot control. Alright, like it will be, I will be 10 next Sunday. Someone will celebrate his 10th birthday next Sunday. It will be Christmas in a fortnight. Okay, so this is how. See, we use will with I'm sure, some word with which will is often used. I'm sure, I think, I expect, probably, and so on, to express prediction. Okay, so what is prediction? Predictions are things that you think of, okay, based on your idea. Things they may happen, may not happen. Clear example: I'm sure he will get the job. So someone is sure that a particular person will get a job, right? It's based on his prediction, but he may or may not get the job. Depends surely on his performance. So there are certain factors, right? So this is his prediction that a certain person is going to get a job. Then the next one is Mr. Singh will probably arrive this evening, right? This is also another bold prediction. So by chance, if there is some sort of problem, Mr. Singh may not even arrive, right? So that is how it goes. Clear? So we have another reference here. We use will. So we are here, class. We use will when we decide to do something at the time of speaking. Clear? If you have decided to do something while you're speaking, you also use will in those instances as well. Example is that the phone. Don't worry, I'll answer it. It's cold, I'll shut the window. Okay, we'll come to see you tomorrow afternoon. Okay, so we use going to, not will, to talk about things we have already decided to. Okay, so we use going to. What do we use? We use going to, not will, to talk about things we have already decided to. Alright, examples are listed here. See, why do you want to sell your flat? Why do you want to sell your flat? We are going to move to Bengaluru. I'm going to read this book. I bought it yesterday. Have you decided how to spend the prize money? Yes, we are going to buy a new car. And these are some examples. Okay. Another one is lots of uses. Another one is we also use going to when we say what we think will happen because of what we can see now. Okay, one very important thing. We also use going to when we say what we think will happen. Okay, what we think will happen because of what we can see now. Example, see, look out, you are going to fall. Look out, of course, is a warning sign or an alarming sound. Okay, look out, you are going to fall. The sky is dark, it's going to rain. Okay, so this is an example. So then there is this exercise here. Let's try to quickly look at them. Okay, what it is all about. It says complete this sentences using the correct option from the brackets. So there are two options. Out of those two options, you are asked to choose one. Let me help you with one of those. Okay, you have to fill them up in the blank. Mr. Menon is very busy at the moment. All right, I dash. What will it be? I will wait or I am going to wait. Of course, it will be I will wait, isn't it? So next two, I'm sure India dash the match. What will it be? Will win or wins? Of course, it will be will win in this case, right? What do you think of 3, 4 and all? You do them on your own. Let me see 6. Dash home next Saturday. There is a question mark, so it gives you idea, right? So what will it be? Are you going? Clear? The answer is, are you going home next Saturday? 7. I dash my aunt next week. So what will it be? I am seeing my aunt next week. Okay. 8. Look. Look at the rain. I dash you umbrella. I dash you my umbrella. So it's raining, and what do you do? You have an umbrella and your friend wants to go out. So what do you do? What will it be? Look at the rain. I dash you my umbrella. What do you think will be the answer? Haha. I will lend. Isn't it? So the answer in this case is I will lend. Okay. To allow someone to borrow something which belongs to you. Okay. 9. The meeting dash straight after lunch. Very simple. This also the meeting. What? The meeting starts. Okay. I can play chess. I dash you if you like. What will it be? I can play chess. What do you think is the answer? So someone says I can't play chess, and the other one replies, I will teach you if you like. Okay. 11, 12. So it's a lengthy exercise, I see. So all are similar. I'll pick few more. I'll pick 13, 14, 15 and 16. Okay. 13 says, oh, look at the clouds. It dash at any moment. It rains at any moment. Or it is going to rain. What is the answer? Obvio, the answer is it is going to rain, isn't it? 14. I've got an idea. The dash the dishes. What will it be? I'll wash. Right? 15. Why are you filling that bucket with water? Why are you filling that bucket with water? And what do you have? I dash the car. I will wash or I am going to wash. What is it going to be? I am going to wash. Okay. 16. Oh dear. Dash. I'll be sick or I'm going to be sick. I am going to be sick is what? Okay, so all this answer, how have we done? We have done them strictly based on the understanding of what has been explained. Okay, so go through them, try to understand them well, otherwise there'll be problem. Okay, so what do we have in the remainder of the pages? Let's try to find out. Okay, so there is a fun time section. It is about play the snakes and ladder game with verbs. I have already told you what verbs are, right? So you play the snake and ladder game. I'm not into games. Okay, do them on your own. It's very simple. Now let's take a look at word smart. Yeah, so what are word smart? See, word smart, in this word smart section we will basically talk about words with which we are often confused. Okay, words with which we are often confused. Okay, see what it is about. Some pairs of words sound or look alike. Okay, some pairs of words sound, while we pronounce them or while we write them, they look alike, they look similar, they sound similar, but then they have different meanings. Okay, sometimes they belong to different parts of speech. We should be really careful. We should be really careful to use the right word. Let us study the following table in order to have a lucid idea what we are trying to actually read. Okay. See, first word is advice. Slight difference in the spelling if you look carefully. The first one is ADVICE. The second one is ADVISE. Right? So you have to remember ADVICE is always a noun. On the other hand, ADVISE is always a verb. Okay. Example is also there. Let's see. He has given me good advice. That is a noun. I advise you to apply for the post. So when you advise someone, you are using that word as a verb, some sort of instruction. Okay. Then we have a second word, allowed. Allowed. Okay. Allowed similarly expresses mannerism. The one that ends with D, OUD, and then the other one that ends with WED is a verb meaning permit. Okay. So see example. She spoke aloud. The tone or the manner in which one speaks is what is being described here. Whereas, let's take a look at the second one, allowed. You are allowed to go. Allow is a verb meaning permit. Okay. Then the other one is birth, BIRTH, and the second one is birth, BERTH. Same sound, spelling slightly different, isn't it? Like my date of birth is 6th June. Okay, the time when you were born, date of birth. Okay, the second one is birth. I'm going to book a birth. Okay, so if you book a birth here refers to booking sleeping place on a train, or you can also, this term birth is also referred to getting a place or sport in a mega event, like let's say Roger Federer book a berth in the Rio Olympics. At the Rio Olympics, okay, Roger Federer booked a berth at the Rio Olympics. So when I say Roger Federer booked a berth at the Rio Olympics, what I mean is he got qualified to participate at the Rio Olympics. Alright, so now let's take a look at this. Blue and blue. Okay, the sky is blue. Blue is a color. On the other hand, blue, of course, is past tense of blow. Strong winds blew last night. Okay, what kind of wind? Strong wind. Okay, then what do we have? We have see class, basically there are 25 words here. We will not be reading each and every one. This is your work. I want you to go through. I'll just pick out some important one, like let's say 22, sight and sight. Okay, SIGHT, okay, his sight is poor. Sight here refers to vision, your power of your eyes. Okay, his sight is so poor he is wearing glasses. Next, site. They have found a site for the new college. Here, SIT site refers to place where something is, was, or will be. Okay, means a place where a foundation is to be made, will be made, or was made. Okay, then 23. Steal. Steal. See, to steal is to take someone's thing without his permission. Okay, or without him having any idea of the same. Like a thief tried to steal my bag. Then the second one, steal. Strong metal, right? The chair is made of steel. Alright. Then weak and weak. Weak here refers to someone who is not strong. Weak refers to what? 7 days combination of, not combination, 7 days, Monday to Sunday together is termed as a week, right? See, he is too weak to walk. Now the second one is a week has 7 days. Then 25, wait and wait. This wait is what? It refers to time being spent for someone or something to start or to arrive nearby. The second one refers to what? The mass occupied by a certain thing, right? This is a bit scientific term I've used, but only to give you a clear picture, okay, clear idea. So let's see. Let's wait till he comes. My weight is 52 kg. Okay, so that's how it goes. Now it's very simple class. I've left a few for you. Go through them, read them. This is important. This also is a part of your vocabulary. Do exercise, read, and try to understand them on your own. So moving on to last exercise, hopefully. C. Complete these sentences by choosing the correct word from the bracket. This also is very simple. I don't think I need to help you, but then if you are having problem, I'll help you, of course. See, he is dash well, quiet or quiet. This quiet refers to amount, while this refers to remaining silent. So what do you think is the answer? Of course, the first one, right? Then 2. He has been ill for a long time, so he is weak or weak. Which one? This refers to 7 days, and this refers to being unhealthy. So the answer is this, right? 3. The dash is very hot today. Whether this word refers to immediate sky condition of a particular place, and this weather refers to being inquisitive, asking someone something. Okay, so what do you think is the correct answer? If it is hot, of course it will refer to sky condition, which is the first one, right? 4. I dash you to read the book. Advice or advice? Important, interesting. ADVIC, this is noun, right? And then ADVISE. If you advise someone, what will you do? It will be, of course, the verbal form, right? So the answer is ADVISE. Now let's take a look at 5. He wrote his address on a dash of paper. Peace. This refers to a state of mind where you are happy, calm, and all, right? And peace, this refers to part, a segment of something, right? So he wrote his address on piece of piece. Which one? Of course, the second one, the rounded one, right? This one. Then, shall we see more, or will you be able? Let's see 6 also. I would like to talk to the principal. What is it going to be? I'll just give you a hint. This principle, the first one refers to idea that you have in your head. It could be a law regarding, not law, rule on something. Okay, scientific law, this and that. Then this one refers to someone who takes care of school and is a very learned man. So what will be the answer? Of course, the second one, principle. Okay, see this spelling. So class, I think you can do the rest on your own, right? Let me help you with the last two. Okay. 15. I dashed the news yesterday evening. I heard. See, heard. Here the words are heard, right? So first word HERD refers to a group of animal, and then the second one refers to getting to listen to something. So news, what do? You hear, you listen news, right? So what will it be? I heard. The answer is HEARD, right? Then the final one, this medicine will dash your wounds, heal. Heal is to cure someone of an ailment or an illness or a pain or a problem. And this heel, HEEL, refers to the part of your foot, isn't it? Which is cushioned, of course, right? Not cushion like man-made and all, natural. So which one will apply here? This medicine will heal, of course, the first one, and the spelling is HEAL, right? So with this we come to conclusion of a brief explanation and analysis of exercises. Go through them. If you have problem, we will discuss them in the Google Meet session. I thought since I have included this lesson, it's important, quintessential for me to discuss this. So go through the video properly. It's a bit lengthy. You may pause in between to watch this completely and solve the exercises finally. Okay, so thank you everyone for being part of today's class. It was wonderful to be sharing experience of this lesson with you all. Keep learning, keep working hard, and prepare for the upcoming examination. Thank you everyone. Thank you.